I think we can all probably agree that the GTA Online coming to next-gen consoles announcement was a bit of a weird one, right? What a way to start your conference, Sony. That game you've been playing for the last 7 years? Well, it ain't dead yet, baby. It's still good. Of course, there's a reason why this is happening. GTA Online rakes in millions of dollars every year through the sale of shark cards, microtransactions that give players immediate access to GTA's in-game currency. So great has the success of shark cards been that Rockstar have been providing constant updates to GTA 5 long after Heist died down. It's meant that, for better or for worse, GTA Online isn't the same beast it was in 2015, and if you find yourself lured back with promises of monthly $1 million bonuses and new content, you may want to buckle up for a less than pleasant experience. So it's time to drop those sticky truth bombs. I'm Ewan, this is WhatCulture Gaming, and here are 10 things nobody wants to admit about GTA Online. Number 10. The entire economy is broken. By far the biggest change between GTA Online in 2015 and playing it in 2020 is the economy. Rockstar's fictional online warzone has inflated with each update, with the average price of a vehicle now sitting above $1.3 million. Whereas long ago, completing the Pacific Standard heist would leave you with a sizable chunk of cash, now the final payout is barely enough to put a dent in the new bunkers, offices, arcades, and nightclubs you need to progress and enjoy new content, as in-game earnings haven't risen with inflation. It'll take you days to accumulate enough cash to start the Doomsday or casino heist, something made doubly worse by the fact most of these missions now have to be done in public lobbies, with grief as rampant. Compounding all of this further is that, as soon as you open up the game, you'll be bombarded with calls and texts pressuring you to buy. It's so icky. So much coverage has been devoted to predatory loot box models or mobile games elsewhere, but GTA Online is up there with the very worst. Number 9. Making money is a tedious grind. Of course, the obvious rebuttal to the game being built around microtransactions is that you can still play and enjoy all of GTA Online's content for free. You can still earn money from playing the game at the end of the day, so even if it does take a little while to earn, shark cards are still only optional, right? Well, in a manner of speaking, and this is the issue with GTA Online. Earning money feels like a job in and of itself. You don't play the game simply to enjoy yourself and try the new content. You have to spend hours grinding heists, contact missions, or, God forbid, businesses in open lobbies to get a consistent payout. That means doing the same tasks over and over, all the while the game keeps advertising all the content you can't play while you're grinding. Seriously, there is no way to switch off your phone, they keep on calling. Yes, heists are still fun, and yes, the missions are in and of themselves enjoyable with friends, but if the main goal is to make money, and you're striving towards a financial objective, it can all feel a bit hopeless. The main objective of any game should be to have fun, but locking content behind a massive paywall and giving players the option of either paying to win or grinding for hours is anything but. Number 8. Open lobbies are dominated by toxic tryhards. There is nothing more baffling about GTA Online than the player base itself. Jumping into an open lobby of GTA Online is like being dropped into a war zone filled with flying bikes and cars and all sorts of weird and mental weaponry, but a war zone all the same. You could simply be out there minding your own business, trying to buy some clothes or get ammo or even chill on the beach with your friends, and you can guarantee someone's going to find you and kill you just for the heck of it. It is so bizarre, not just because there are dedicated PvP channels to use in GTA Online, but because those who do grief other players are so tryhardy about it. Folks will fly around in one of those weird hover bikes and spam rockets at you until you're dead and then send you a buttload of trash-talking messages, because they care about their KD ratio in GTA Online. It's kind of wild. Obviously, GTA shouldn't be some big utopia where every player joins hands and sings along to non-stop Pop FM, but it shouldn't be so predictable. You could just look at someone funny in this game and they will dome you for no good reason. And while I would say it's daft Rockstar haven't attempted to rectify the situation by making non-aggro lobbies, it isn't, because it plays directly into their warped economy. Number 7. It's more like Saints Row than GTA. Grand Theft Auto has always been over the top, but not to the point players have seen in GTA Online. If you wanted to access jetpacks or other ridiculous kinds of weapons or vehicles in older GTA titles, cheat codes were the way to go. However, in the present-day landscape of GTA Online, no such codes are required. Hoverbikes, flying cars, submersibles, lasers, and more are all readily available, making the multiplayer seem more like an offshoot of Saints Row than a complement to Rockstar's flagship franchise. What was wrong with simply having cars, helicopters, and other real-life vehicles to mess around with? GTA has never been a bastion of realism, I get that, but it does feel as though the multiplayer has jumped the shark in a bid to capitalize on nostalgia for other franchises like Back to the Future with the Deluxo, Batman with the vigilante thing that it has, or James Bond. Number 6. The game encourages players to grief each other. Back when it first started, Rockstar introduced a good sport and bad sport system to GTA Online that was meant to segregate lobbies based on player behavior. If you enjoy blowing up people for the hell of it and cared not for the consequences, you would develop a rep as a bad sport and be placed in a lobby with other bad sports. The issue has only gotten more complicated in the years since, however. Bad sports seem to be everywhere, and Rockstar themselves have actually encouraged players to grief each other since the Finance and Felony update brought businesses to the game in 2016. One of the main methods of making money in GTA Online these days is businesses. You have to spend money to make money, and it involves an incredibly tedious process of buying product, traveling to acquire said product, and then taking that product back to the warehouse. During the latter phase, a ping goes out on the map, and other players like I Shag Your Mum LOL69 are invited to blow up the shipment, all for the promise of a measly sum of $5,000 and some RP. Bear in mind at this point the ease in which it takes to kill other players in GTA Online, as well as the fact the business owner hasn't actually made any money at this point either. The final phase for any business involves the sale, where the player finally gets to turn a reasonably sized profit. Woohoo! Deliveries can be accomplished by land or air and become visible to other players in the lobby as soon as the delivery vehicles are accessed. Also remember at this stage that it will have taken hours of play to actually get to the sale, but Rockstar reward that graft by encouraging other players to ruin all their work. Number 5. The interaction menu is terrible. Of course, when all is said and done, GTA is still GTA. Rockstar's series has always had great gameplay, and as long as the general gameplay is fun in itself, it should be easy enough to get past GTA Online's shortcomings. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case. Enemy AI can be incredibly punishing in GTA Online, and Rockstar haven't made it easy for players to adapt. Body armor and snacks are locked behind a finicky interaction menu, and sometimes snacks themselves won't actually restore health if you're not in cover. Make no mistake, you will get killed because you somehow wound up in the style section of the menu and not the place where you can down P's and Q's to get your health back. I know this is kind of just a design flaw with the game itself, but don't you have to wonder why Rockstar haven't actually changed it yet? Number 4. It's become the kind of thing GTA used to mock in GTA 5. GTA 5 takes aim at literally everything, including the games industry and a few specific targets contained within, the most notable being Farmville and other microtransaction-heavy mobile games. It parodies the kind of mobile game that became a regular but controversial sight during the 2010s. You know, the ones that included predatory microtransactions and pay-to-win models and made headlines for influencing vulnerable players to spend unwisely. GTA Online is the exact kind of game Rockstar were mocking back in 2013. It's pay to win, players are pressured into investing in new content every time they log online, and the only alternative is a tedious grind. The Dark Knight's Die a Hero meme has never felt so apt. Number 3. It's taken focus away from Red Dead Online. When it was first announced, fans had high hopes for Red Dead Online. Red Dead Redemption 2 had provided one of the most unique video game experiences of all time, and there was a belief among fans that Rockstar would transplant the same kind of immersive realism to the title's multiplayer setting. Just as it was with GTA 5's multiplayer though, progress on Red Dead Online has been slow and somewhat meandering. The introduction of roles breathed new life into the title in 2019, but updates since have proven few and far between. In the meantime, GTA Online has received near constant support from Rockstar, with update after update providing a myriad of clothing, weapons, vehicles, and missions for players to purchase and partake in. The same level of support is nowhere to be seen with Red Dead, despite it being the newer title and the one that possesses the most potential. Number 2. It may have changed Rockstar's focus. One of the more worrying things about GTA Online, though, isn't just that it's become a shoddy product, but that it threatens to change Rockstar's focus altogether. For the past 2 decades, Rockstar has prided itself as a studio committed to delivering compelling single-player experiences, with maybe the odd multiplayer mode thrown in for good measure. With the advent of GTA Online, though, the studio have developed a completely different kind of revenue stream, and one that can be sustained over a longer period of time. GTA 5 is the most successful video game of all time. This would still be the case even without online, but factor the mode's success on top of GTA 5, and you can see why Take-Two Interactive would be salivating at the prospect of continuing the mode into next-gen consoles, and then applying it to sequels and other franchises. It's too early to tell what form GTA 6 will take whenever it arrives, but the departure of Dan Houser from Rockstar could intimate a change in direction from the studio, one more attuned to the wants and needs of GTA Online's players, rather than those looking for another of Rockstar's single-player odysseys. And number 1, it's not stopping anytime soon. Red Dead Redemption 2's announcement actually caused some anxiety amongst GTA 5's players back in 2016. Players were worried that once Red Dead released, updates for GTA would stop, when in reality, almost the opposite has happened. GTA Online has received several major updates over the last couple of years, at a time when many expected Rockstar to focus their attention elsewhere. Another update is rumored to drop within the coming months, and with the game coming to next-gen consoles in the winter, it stands to reason that Rockstar are planning to support online for years to come. At its core, GTA Online is a fun game. However, so much has changed over the last few years, and it looks as though Rockstar won't be changing course anytime soon. It's obvious they'll keep supporting it so long as players keep sinking money into shark cards, and that means the game will have the same issues on PlayStation 5 as it did on PlayStation 4. And that was our list. Are you fed up with GTA Online too? Let me know in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to head back on over to whatculture.com/gaming for more news, lists, and articles like this every day. As always, I've been Ewan. Catch me on Twitter at EwanRuinsThings, and I'll see you next time.